So, I have been absent for quite some time. But I have decided to come back. This video was actually supposed to be released in May, but I had to delay it because of the TDC spoilers. I genuinely hope this won't happen again. Anyways, back to the video. This is going to be longer than any video I've ever did. For context, if I published the video and edited it, y'all would have to watch me play Doors for 4 hours straight. This took me a long time to edit, so please consider leaving a like, maybe even a subscribe. And without further ado, let's get into the video. As you can see, I was very interested in what I was seeing. Everything was still new to me. Although it didn't take long for me to understand what I need to do. And I just went to the next door like always. After a bit of exploring, I found out that you can move the minicards to break the planks. And I just kept looting and walking through doors while nothing interesting really happened. At door 107, I found this little guy that was chilling on the ceiling. I threw a glow stick at it, and it gave me an achievement. Nothing else happened until 2 doors later when the ground started shaking, so I hid in a locker. Nothing else interesting happened, but I got a few achievements. After a few boring doors, I encountered Figure for the first time on this floor. And let's just say, it didn't go well.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
But I just went backing, this time, with no items from the previous hotel run. I once again put the fuses in the generator, and went through the doors. I found a few more generators, but other than that, nothing interesting happened. But at door 117, I encountered Hall, and it wasn't much of a success. but I kept pushing. For a while, nothing happened, but then, I encountered my first giggle. Spoiler, it's not the last time you'll see of them. Then, I got hauled again, but this time I passed it with no damage dealt at all. After the no-rush incident, the game thought it would be a great idea to give me figure, and of course, I survived. At this point, I was very frustrated, but I didn't want to give up just yet. So I started another run. Through a few doors and entities, but I once again died to halt at the end. I was so fed up, I just quit for the rest of the day. I have to be honest, between the first and second day, I watched a playthrough of the floor, so I played a bit of camera, and thought why I'm here now. But the rest of my upcoming playthroughs are 100% legit. Anyways, after I activated every lever, I pushed the button to escape the grumble nest. After a few useless doors, I found Jeff, so I bought a few things from him. After a few other minutes, I encountered Figure, but this time I had to complete a puzzle. I was pretty scared considering how far I've gotten into the game. After a while, I finished the puzzle, and moved on with my life. Went through doors one after another while the usual entities tried to hunt me down. But I managed to survive for a little. As you can see, I finally got to the second seek chase. Surviving the most stressful chase of my life, I had to get through another 20 doors. I really thought I could finish it, but the game had other plans. I felt like quitting, and I did, but only for one day. I played a bit more off camera, and reached door 200, but because I'm an idiotic stupid creature, I did this. I was even more devastated than last time, so I quit again. On this specific day, I got my good phone back, which meant I was extra motivated. Editor's note: it has already been 17 minutes since the video started, which means you are one of the only people still watching, and I really appreciate that. Because you are so loyal to my channel, I will give you an exclusive link for my next videos. You see, after recording the Doors videos, I got a few things to help me record this. Now you might be wondering, what the hell is this? Well, let me show you the difference. So, now that you have seen the difference, let me explain why this is so important. Overall, a lot more people watch if it's looking like it's played on PC. But the main reason is that I always wanted to become a Playbreak content creator, but that is only possible if you play with a mouse and keyboard. But now that I got all of that out of the way, let's get back to the video. Once again, I'm cutting most of the run out. The recordings so far were like 2 hours, but I cut it down to 20 minutes. But what can I do? Nothing interesting happens. Psych. I got to the first sea chase, and obviously, I passed it. I was disappointed in myself, but I pushed through, and got to the last door, again. I was so devastated, I quit, but this time for a few days. The run started perfectly fine, but once again, nothing too interesting happened. while. At this point, I was sweating and hoping I'm done with this floor once and for all. immediately after, I made the worst mistake I've ever done. I got in the closet too early. But I didn't give up. I tried again. Once I got to the seek chase, I played so well, I thought I was the best player. This time, I wasn't mad anymore. It was just funny how bad I am at the game. Now, for this next run, you will be amazed. I will let you see a lot more of it than the other ones. There might be a bit more commentary as well. Once again, I searched the fuses for the generator, just like usual. I turned it on, and opened the door. Pushed the minecart, and broke the barricades. Really nothing else happened. Now, for this next run, you will be amazed. I will let you see a lot more of it than the other ones. There might be a bit more commentary as well. got to the chase, again, as I am the best player this game has ever seen. a while, I actually got a room I have never gotten before. Probably the second hardest puzzle on their minds. Second seek chase. This means 50% chance to get to door 200. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment we've all been waiting for. Third seat boss fight. After all, third time's the charm. I also had to take down my graphics because of ping. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment we've all been waiting for. Third seat boss fight. After all, third time's the charm. I also had to take down my graphics because of
Ah! I did it!
So, this is it. This is the end. After 1 hour of watching up, you reached the end. I hope you really enjoyed the video. And if you see this overall, I'd like to thank you for sticking around until the end. Every bit of support means a lot to me. It took me days to edit, so it would be amazing if you actually enjoyed. The next video will come put a lot sooner than this one, I hope. Once again, thank you, and see you again soon.